Hey YouTube, this is Comic Haul here, coming at you for another episode of my hauls. Um, good past couple days ever since Free Comic Book Day. A few things came in the mail. Also did a couple of trades. Not a big haul today. I've got 4 books and 2 figures. I'm gonna show today. Um, let's start with the figures. Oh, and you know what? Before I continue, I gotta say, quick thank you to Contender for picking me as a winner. I look forward to getting the books. Much appreciated for the free comic book day contest giveaway. Very nice thing that Contender, Spidey fan, and QB Comic Addict did. Much appreciated, and again, I appreciate you guys picking me as one of the winners. But we'll move on here with the haul. And one thing I'll note too is once the contest giveaways arrive at the door, I'll do a video too with a shout out to Contender and showing off the books that I got there as well. But starting off with the figures, we'll start with this one. This is the 40th anniversary R2D2 Black Series figure. This one was pretty hard to find when they first came out. I've seen them a couple times since then, but you can see a lot of detail in the R2. Look at all the stuff he comes with. I'm a big sucker for vintage cards. I love the vintage packaging on things like Star Wars, Transformers. So I was over the moon when they announced this series, and I have the whole set now, with the exception of the R5D4 that I haven't been able to track down yet. But I'm going to grab that one and hopefully grab the rest that come out in June and have a whole set. I'm really happy with this figure, super nice condition. Was able to track down at EB Games in my local mall. Paid about $30 for it, so happy with this pickup. Now I just need to get the R5D4. The other figure I was going to show off today is one that I was on the hunt for a long time. This is a DC Universe Wave 9 Deadshot. Really cool figure. Comes with Build-A-Figure of I'm not familiar with the character, so I apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but it comes with a Build-A-Figure piece of Chemo or I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know the character, to tell you the truth, but I do know Deadshot, Floyd Lawton. Very cool figure. Somebody on Facebook who lives about 40 minutes away from me posted this for I think $30 or something. I offered him $25 and he agreed, and then 6 months went by and I never got it because he lives 40 minutes away and we could not figure out a time to meet up, and we both kind of agreed we didn't really want to pay or deal with the shipping considering we're 40 minutes away. So a few months went by, I ended up forgetting about it, and then I saw that he posted a bunch of figures again on Facebook. I was like, I remember that guy. I still need to get that Deadshot from him. So finally got it. Never ever did meet the man. A friend of mine who actually drove out to meet him to pick up figures for himself was going, and I just messaged my friend and I messaged this guy selling this at the same time, and I was like, can you just give him that Deadshot figure and I'll get him to give you the money? And that's ended up what happened. So kind of funny that he's only 40 minutes. He's probably even less than that. I'm saying 40 minutes. It's probably more like 25, 30 minutes. Yeah. Oh well. I have it now. Really happy with this figure. The only thing that I was a little disappointed about when I got it, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell in the video, but when I got it, somewhere right around here, I got it. There's a giant hole there. There was a thumbtack in the back of this thing by the picture of Guardian's right leg. I don't know why there was a thumbtack, what the purpose of it was, but there was a thumbtack in there, and I took it out, and now there's a giant hole in the box. But still a cool looking figure, and not bad for $25. There's Deadshot. Up next, another Facebook pickup. This is Redneck #1. Very nice copy of Redneck. This is actually my second copy. Bought 2 from the same guy. One to read, of course. And one I'm actually, it was cheap enough. I think I may bring it. I'm going to Fan Expo in Toronto in September. I may bring it with me and see if CBCS will grade it all. Talk to them, see how much it is. Just because these image books, they escalate all the time. So I think it'd be pretty cool that if this is a book that takes off, to be able to have a nice display piece, nice graded copy. This book is virtually flawless. Pretty cool story too. I didn't know much about it until after it hit the shelves, and I picked up a couple copies from the same guy. They both arrived in the mail separately. I read the first issue, not bad. It's about a town in Texas, and vampires have been living there for years. They've been peaceful though. They don't harm humans or anything like that. They feed off of meat, and meat as in like animals in the area, things of that nature. And they go into town one night. The teenagers go into town to party, and they cause a fight. And then the issue ends with one of the teenagers hanging from a tree in the sun, burning, because the town has had enough of them. They want them gone. Pretty cool book. I'm looking forward to issue 2. I don't think it's come out yet, but I'll be picking it up when it does. Up next, we have a DC Rebirth book. This is Batman 21. One of these shiny, foilish covers. I think the common cover that people are seeing are those lenticular covers that change the image once you move it. This is just a foil cover with half Flash, half Batman, of course. I got this off of a Facebook group called Comic Sketch Art. Very cool group. They pick up comic convention exclusives. Oftentimes they get them signed or graded. This one obviously is not a signed or graded one, as you can tell. But a very cool book that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to pick up. I believe this was Fan Expo Dallas that they got this from. But I'm not certain on that. But a very cool book, excellent shape. It comes polybagged. Pretty happy with it, and it came relatively quickly too. Very cool book. Up next, I got this off of a trade. This is Batman number 635. This is of course this is Jason Todd's Red Hood. Excellent cover, mostly great shape. The only little real issues there are some ticks on the lower half of the spine, lower quarter of the spine. Got this off of a good buddy of mine. We traded. He found this book at a Value Village. I don't know if there's Value Villages in the United States, but to any Americans listening, Value Village is it's a shop where people basically they donate stuff and then they resell. It's almost like a Salvation Army store or a Goodwill store. And he went in there, and this book was just laying on a shelf for $2, I guess. And I found out about it, and I really wanted it, and he offered a trade. He's a huge Juggernaut fan, I should say. I don't mind the Juggernaut. He's not my favorite, but I had his first appearance in very, very rough condition, probably a 1.5 grade, and I know he really wanted it, and I showed him the Juggernaut book, and or he asked me if I'd be willing to trade it, and I told him, hey man, listen, I don't mind talking about a trade for the Juggernaut book, but you gotta understand it is in rough shape. But he didn't care. He was happy as a pig in mud. So he took the Juggernaut. I took this. He's happy. I'm happy. And I was happy to help out a friend get a Grail book too, because I know how exciting that can be. So he was awfully happy with getting his first Juggernaut, and I'm awfully happy with this pickup. Up next, this has been a bit of a Grail book for me. Tried looking for it so many times, could never ever find it. Finally, I put a want ad on one of these Facebook groups I'm a part of saying I wanted it. Nobody got back to me, and then about 2 months later, a guy posted it for sale on the very same group. This is Journey into Mystery, number 73. This is a pre-hero era of Marvel, and this is the Spider-Man prototype. Prototype meaning this character called, I think they call it Spider-Man, except this is actually like a man spider, like spider humanoid kind of thing. And they call it a prototype, leading of course to the real Spider-Man that everybody knows. Just thought this would be such a cool addition to the collection. I love these 10-cent Marvel horror books, monster books. So happy that I could find this. I paid $75 shipped for this thing. You see there, reverse Spider-Man origin prototype. Probably about very good condition, which is better than most of these really old Marvel books. But so happy I was able to find this. Came really quick too. I ordered it just a couple days ago from across the country, and it arrived today. And in fact, the package arrived at the door, and I was like, I wasn't expecting anything today. And then I opened it, and it was this, so made my day even better. Very, very cool book to have. So excited. Gonna go great with my Spider-Man collection, even though it's not really Spider-Man. But there you can see it's very, very sharp. Alright guys, well hey, thanks again for watching, and again thanks to Contender, QB Comic Addict, and Spidey Fan. Thanks for watching. Always remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me about your own haul videos that you have. Happy to check them out and share the interest in the hobby with everybody. Once again, this has been Comic Haul.